Hey guys, in today's video, I want to introduce a very profitable indicator on Tradingview. And then I will teach you a masterly trading strategy based on these indicator. To add this amazing indicator to our chart, here we click on Indicators tab and we search Dynamic Money Flow. This one, which is an editor's specs indicator and written by someone named Reza HMT, if I'm pronouncing the name correctly. Alright, this is the indicator. And as you can see, it's in the form of an oscillator that is moving above and below the center line, which is 0. This indicator is a volume-based indicator and it's built based on trike and money flow. But it has some improvements and new features and it performs better than trike and money flow. This indicator helps us to discover which way the money is flowing in the market. It helps us to know if we have buying volume or selling volume. In other words, it helps us to know if there is more interest for buying or selling. This line that changes color between red and green is dynamic money flow line, and it's the main part of this indicator. When it's below 0, it shows that selling volume is higher than buying volume, and among market participants, there is more interest to sell. And on the other hand, when it's above 0, it shows that buying volume is higher than selling volume and there is more interest to buy. You may wonder if the center line crossings can provide a signal on changes in the direction of the market. Basically, yes. But in this indicator, the center line crossings are not good signals because as you can see, many false crossings may happen before it completely goes below 0 or above 0. There is also another component in this indicator which is a better choice for this purpose. And it's this moving average cloud that is following the dynamic money flow line. The faster moving average line is set at 8 and the slow moving average line is set at 20. And depending on their crossovers, the area in between changes color. When the shorter moving average crosses above the longer moving average, the area becomes green and could be an early bullish signal that the direction of the market is changing. And on the other hand, when the shorter moving average crosses below the longer one, the area becomes red, and similarly, it could be an early signal on reversal. Please pay attention that this color changing of the cloud can be a signal on reversal, like what happened here or here, but it can also happen in the pullbacks or during range market. So it's not necessarily a reversal signal. The best and initial interpretation should be that the prior trend is weakening. And as I mentioned earlier, because this cloud is moving smoother and without any considerable noises like DMF line, when it crosses above or below the center line, it can provide a much better signal on trend reversals that are happening in the market. Another important point about this indicator is that in the times that the indicator is above the center line and DMF line is above the cloud, it shows very high amount of buying volume and buying interest among traders. So strong advancing of the price as you can see. And in other times when the indicator is below the center line and DMF line is below the cloud, it shows very high selling volume and selling interest among traders. So strong declining of the price. And please pay attention that when it's inside or above the cloud, it can be either during the pullbacks or it may lead to reversals. Similarly here in this situation, when the indicator is above the center line, when DMF line is inside the cloud or below that, it can be either during the pullbacks or there is also possibility that it may lead to reversal. Alright, as you probably guessed by now, in times that the indicator is above 0 and DMF line crosses above the cloud after being inside or below the cloud, it can be a buy signal because we know that when it goes above the cloud, it shows high buying volume and interest in the market. And similarly, in times that the indicator is below the center line, when DMF line crosses below the cloud after being inside or above the cloud, it can be a sell signal because we know that when it goes below the cloud, it shows high selling interest in the market. But you shouldn't use these signals alone for taking your trading decisions, and they must be used as part of a trend following strategy. Because during the times that the market is not trending, you may have these kinds of bullish crossovers but nothing happening considerably in terms of price advancing. So better to look at them as an evaluation of the buying and selling volume so you will have a measure on market sentiment and you can further confirm the buy-sell signals that you have from a trend following strategy. You can see here example of profitable trades but also some false signal here. because this indicator perfectly helps us to know when the market is bullish or bearish, so it can be effectively used with other TradingView indicators, buy-sell signals. One of the buy-sell indicators that match this indicator is delta RSI. This one, which is an editor spec indicator, and together they can help us to find the best trading opportunities in the market. These are buy-sell signals generated from this indicator, but not all of them are good for trading. And by the help of dynamic money flow indicator, we can filter the false signals. When we have the cloud above the center line, like in this part of the chart or in this part of the chart where DMF cloud is above the center line, showing that the market is in an uptrend. In this situation, we only take buy signals because based on this indicator, we know that we have higher buying volume. In other words, the market participants are more interested to buy. And when it's below zero, like here in this part of the chart, we only take the sell signals. However, we need to modify it slightly. To do so, open the settings of the delta RSI indicator. In the Input tab, then change the RSI length option 21 to 35 and the signal length option 9 to 12. After optimizing the delta RSI indicator, you can enter a long trade whenever it gives a green signal, and you can enter a short whenever it gives a pink signal. But filter false to check to DMF indicator. Because when the DMF cloud is below the center line, we know that we have higher selling volume and market participants are more interested to sell. So by the help of this method, you can be sure that when you're taking this buy signal, you have the required and supportive buying volume in the market and there is more interest to buy among market participants. Or for example, when taking this sell signal, you know that you have the required and supportive selling interest among traders in the market. This was just an example to show you how you should use this indicator in practice, and you can use this indicator for confirmation of any other buy-sell indicator or trend following strategy. The important point that you must pay attention is that you should never use this indicator alone for taking your trading decisions, and you must use it in conjunction with other tools and aspects of technical analysis. Alright, that's it. Thank you for watching this video. Happy trading!